So we are doing ratio analysis, 3 to 4 marks questions. Okay, read the question.
A company had a liquid ratio of 1.5 and current ratio of 2 and inventory turnover ratio 6 times. It had total current asset 8 lakh. Find out the annual sales if goodwill are sold at 25% profit on cost.
Okay, fine. So when I say they have a liquid ratio, what does this mean?
Liquid ratio, uh, liquid asset, right? Liquid asset divided by,
Liquid ratio means what? We will write what we know.
yes.
Liquid ratio.
Liquid ratio equals to liquid asset divided by current liability.
Liquid ratio is equal to liquid assets over current liabilities. Okay,
Yes.
this is what I know. But
Yes.
I don't have my current assets and current liabilities, so they have given me what?
Uh, current ratio. Current
Current
ratio.
ratio. What is the formula for current ratio?
Current asset divided by current liability.
Current assets divided by current liability. Okay, what do they want me to find out?
First we will
They
find
want
out
me to
annual
find
sales
annual sales if the goods are sold at 25%
profit.
profit on cost. Okay,
Yes.
that means they want me to find out revenue
Yes.
minus cost of sales.
Minus cost of
So
sales.
I will have gross profit. Gross profit is 25% on cost. Are you with
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Come on, let's read. What do we have? Information. Current ratio is how much? Liquid
Current
ratio is
ratio.
1.5.
Yes.
Okay, I don't have other information.
Yeah.
Current ratio is how much?
1.5.
Current ratio is 2.
Sorry, current ratio is 2. Sorry.
Do I have my current assets?
Current assets, yes. 8 lakh.
Where is it? Like, okay. Current assets is 8 lakh.
Yes.
Can I find my current liabilities?
Current liability we don't have.
Okay, so I'm giving you 2 minutes time. I want you to find your current liabilities. I want you to try
Okay.
and then I will do it with you. So we have liquid ratio as 1.5.
Yes.
Liquid ratio is liquid assets upon current liability. I have current ratio, current assets upon current liability. Current ratio is given to me as 2. So I
Yeah.
can find my current liabilities. So current liabilities is how much?
Current
Current
liability is,
liabilities is 800,000 divided by 2.
yes,
So current liabilities will become
400,000.
400,000. Current liabilities will become 400,000.
Yes.
Okay. Now I will substitute current liabilities in my liquid ratio. So
Okay.
1.5 is equal to liquid assets over current liability. Current liability means what?
Uh,
400,000.
yes, 400,000.
Hmm?
Yes.
So what is my
1.5.
liquid assets? Find for me.
Okay.
Find for me the liquid assets.
1.5 into 400,000.
Yeah, ये समझो जाने दो देखो. Liquid assets is how much then?
Liquid asset is 600,000.
600,000.
Yes.
Okay. Now what is given to me?
Then inventory turnover ratio is
Now
6
what is
times.
given to me?
Inventory turnover ratio.
Inventory turnover ratio. Give the formula of inventory turnover ratio.
Inventory turnover ratio, cost of sale divided by average inventory.
Inventory turnover ratio is how many times?
6 times.
Times. What is the formula for inventory turnover ratio?
Cost of sale divided by average inventory.
Cost of sales divided by average inventory is equal to 6 times.
Yeah.
Do I know my cost of sales?
Cost of sales? No. I think.
Do I know my cost of sales? I don't know my cost of sales.
Yes, we
Do
don't
I
know.
know my average inventory?
Mm, no.
No. And I
No.
have 6 times. But I know
Yes.
my liquid assets is how much?
Liquid asset is 600,000.
Okay. I have to find cost of sales. I have to find average inventory. Neither have cost of sales. I neither have average inventory. But I know my liquid assets is 600,000. Correct?
Yes.
What is the formula for liquid assets?
Liquid current asset minus
Current
outside
assets minus closing inventory.
closing
What is the
inventory.
formula for liquid assets?
Current asset minus closing
Current
inventory.
assets minus closing inventory is 600,000.
Yes.
Do I know my current assets?
Yes.
I know my current
Yes.
assets is 800,000.
Yes.
Current assets is 800,000. I
Oh yeah.
don't know my closing inventory.
Yes.
So current assets minus closing inventory will become 600,000. Find out the
Okay.
closing inventory for me.
Okay.
Find out the closing inventory for me.
E equals to current asset minus 2.
So can I say 800,000? This 600,000 will come here minus 600,000 is equal to the closing inventory.
Yes, closing inventory.
So can I say
The clo
200,000 is the closing inventory?
Yes.
I don't know opening inventory. I know
Yeah.
closing inventory. So my closing inventory and average inventory will be the same.
Okay.
Okay. So substitute and find out the cost of sales for me.
Okay.
Yeah. See what we did is in this we applied the formula cost of sales. We found out the cost of sales by
Yes.
putting the closing inventory over here.
Okay.
We got the cost of sales we put over here.
Okay.
Gross profit is 25% of cost of sales. So 25% of 12 lakh is 3 lakh.
Okay.
I have to find revenue. So I'll go reverse. 3 plus 12 is equal to 15.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I understood.
With this, I complete the specimen. I complete the first part of question number 37.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go to the next part. Let's go to the next part. What do I have to find out?
Debt to capital employed ratio.
Okay, fine. I have to find out the debt to capital employed ratio. So whenever I have to find out something, what will I do? I will write the formula.
Yes.
Debt to capital employed. What is the formula for debt to capital employed?
Debt
Debt
divided by capital
divided by
employed.
capital employed. Okay.
Debt equals to,
Now I have this thing over here. What do you mean
yes.
by capital employed?
Shareholders fund, reserve and surplus,
Shareholders
uh,
funds plus
reserve
outside
and,
liabilities.
yes, outside liabilities.
Okay, so shareholders funds will come under capital employed.
Okay.
Outside liabilities, this will come under capital employed.
Yes.
Okay. What is debt?
Debt, non-current, sorry. Debt is long-term provision and long-term
Long-term
borrowing.
liabilities plus long-term provisions.
Yes.
I have only 7,50,000 as my debt.
Only 50,000.
Now let's talk
Yeah.
about capital employed. So it will be shareholders funds, that is 15 lakh, plus outside liabilities, that is the long term liabilities, it's 7,50,000. Now find the debt to capital employed.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Come on. How much it becomes now?
It's 225.
Seven
Two
lakh
two
50,000 upon 15 lakh plus 7,50,000. So this becomes
Yeah.
how much? 15 plus
22,
750.
22 lakh 50,000.
So this comes up to 22 lakh 50,000. And denominator is numerator is 750,000. So I will cancel this 0 and 0, 5, 1, 15, 5, 4, and 5. 5 threes are, 5 nines are, 3 ones are, 3 threes are. So 1 by 3 is equal to how much?
1 by
1
3.
by 3 is equal to how much? 0
0.33
0.333.
is
Remember,
to 1.
always put is to 1. Okay? Do not forget to put is to 1. Are you with me?
Yes.
Let's go to the next sum. I want you to read, first try yourself, and then we will do it. What they've asked us to find out?
Gross profit ratio.
Calculate gross profit ratio. How do you get gross profit ratio?
Uh,
Try
okay.
gross profit
Gross profit
divided by revenue
divided by
into
revenue.
100. Try this and then I will do it with you all. Try, come
Okay.
on. Okay? Okay, come on. I have to find the gross profit ratio.
Yes.
That means I have to find out the gross profit percentage. Are you with me? So if
Yes.
I have to find gross profit percentage, I have written over here gross profit over revenue into 100. Are you with me?
Yes.
For this, they've given me inventory turnover ratio. What
Yeah,
is the
so
formula for inventory turnover ratio? Cost
inventory
of sales
cost of sale divided by
or
average
average
inventory.
inventory? Cost of sales, I don't know. Cost of sales, I
Okay.
don't know. I know my average inventory, which is 400,000. So
So
cost of
cost of
sales
sale
will become 400,000 into 6. It's how much?
24 lakh.
24 lakh. Goods are sold at 25% profit. So I
So
know that
24 lakh
revenue
into.
minus cost of sales is going to give me gross profit.
Okay.
Cost of sales is how much? 24
24,000.
lakh. And
Sorry,
gross
24
profit is
lakhs.
25% on costs. That means it is
So
25% of cost of sales.
so it will
10%
be
will be
600,000.
2,40,000. 20% will be the double of this, that is 4,80,000. And 5% that will become 1,20,000. So
Okay.
25% of 24 lakh. If you cannot do like that orally, so into 25 by 100, you can do 0,000 cancel. And you will multiply and you will get the answer. 2 lakh
Yes.
24 lakh into 25%,
600,000.
600,000. So 600,000 is your gross profit, 6 lakh. So revenue, you will go reverse. 6 lakhs plus 24 lakh, 30 lakh will be your revenue.
Yes.
Okay. So now you know your gross profit also and you know your revenue also. Gross profit is 6 lakh, revenue is
Divided by
30 lakh
30 lakh into
into
100.
100. Three zeros, three zeros, two zeros, two zeros.
Yes.
6 divided by 30. 6 ones are 6.
6.
How much?
कितना?
6, 12, 18, 24, 30. 6 fives are
6
5
5
ones are 5,
5
2,
1 5 2
0. So it will become
20.
20%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So gross profit ratio is 20%. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now they are telling the current ratio of the company is 2:1. Are you with me?
Yes.
The 2023 paper. State giving reasons which of the following will improve, reduce, or will not change the ratio. Okay.
Okay.
Purchase goods on credit. That means I have purchased some goods on credit.
Current liability will increase, so it will affect the.
Purchase the goods on credit. That means my stock will go up.
Yes.
If my stock will go out, that means I can say my current assets will go up.
Yes.
Hmm? Current assets
Yes.
will go up and current liabilities would also go up.
Yes. It will reduce, right? No.
So current asset is also increasing.
Current.
Current
Yeah.
liability is also increasing by 40,000.
Yeah.
When I don't understand what to do, what will I do? I'll do current assets over current liability is equal to 20,000 by 10,000. I will take this amount as
Okay.
my base. Current assets is increasing by 40,000
Okay.
and current liability is also increasing by 40,000. So this will become how much?
So it will be 40,000 plus
So this will become
20.
60,000 by
60,000 divided
50,000.
by 50.
So this will go. So this is 2 2s are 4, 2.5.
Yeah, okay.
And this will become how much? 2 3s are. So it was 2:1. Now if you see here clearly, this is 6 by 5, right?
Yeah.
This is 6 by 5. I will not do this. So if I do 5 by 6, 5 by 6. So 5 ones are minus 5 and this will become point and this and it will become 1.2.
Yes.
So my old current ratio was how much? 2:1.
Uh, yeah, 2 is to 1.
And my new current ratio is becoming 1.2:1.
1.2. It will reduce the current
It will
ratio.
reduce the current ratio because the current asset is also increasing and current liability is also increasing in the same proportion. When you do not understand, add both places and do. So if the current asset also increases and the current liability also increases, it will reduce the current ratio.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Come on, try the next one and the next one, and then I will do it with you.
Okay.
The second and third. Try it. Come on. Sale of furniture at a loss.
Yes.
Furniture current ratio is 2 is to 1,
So,
that is
yeah.
20,000 upon 10,000.
20.
Furniture is of 8,000. I sold it at a loss of 2,000. That means I got 6,000.
Yes.
Current assets increased by 6,000. Cash increased by 6,000.
Okay. So it will
Cash
be.
increased and the non-current asset reduced.
Yeah.
So here the current asset is increasing. If the current asset only is increasing, it is going to increase the current ratio.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it will improve the current ratio for the second one.
Okay.
Now let's go to the third one. If you all can, if you all want, you all can tell me. Cash
Cash
received
receipt.
from a trade receivable. That means
Yeah.
cash is increasing.
Yes. And current
Current
liability is
asset
also
is
decreasing.
increasing. Trade receivables is reducing. That
Yes.
means the current asset is reducing.
Yeah.
So current asset is increasing and current asset is decreasing at the same time.
So there is no There's
So
no
there
effect.
will be no change.
No change.
Issued equity shares.
Uh,
If I issue equity shares, that means a liability is increasing and my current asset is also increasing.
yes.
That means money is coming in.
Okay.
So issue of equity shares, money is coming in,
Should
money
increase
is
our
coming in, money is increasing. So my current ratio will increase because current asset is increasing. Current asset is increasing and there is no change in current
okay.
liability. I hope
Okay.
through with it.
Yes.
Okay, come on, let's go
Okay, ma'am.
ahead. 41. These ratios are calculated to measure short-term solvency. What are the ratios which measure short-term solvency?
Short-term solvency.
What are the ratios which measure short-term solvency?
Sol
Short-term solvency ratios is current ratio,
Current ratio and
liquid ratio, or I could say
liquid ratio.
acid test ratio.
Liquid ratio could.
Okay,
Yes.
what is the
Yes, ma'am.
benefit of this? Current ratio and liquid ratios are ratios that is used to calculate short-term solvency of the business. What
Okay.
is the benefit of current ratio? It tells
It helps
how
us to
a
calculate.
company uses its current assets to pay its current liabilities.
Okay.
Liquid ratio tells how quickly a company can convert its assets into cash. Yeah,
Okay.
are you with me?
Yes.
Liquid ratio tells how quickly a company can convert its assets into cash. Let's go to
Okay,
the
ma'am.
next one. Read the question, Yasir.
These ratios are calculated for measuring the effectiveness of operation of business based on effective utilization